Ta-da! Oh my God, there she is!
Puppy.
Hey guys, do you like feet? Welcome.
Hello. Welcome back to no intro as per usual, because
This is the intro.
this is the
You
intro.
can't say no intro
That's
if you're
true.
doing an intro.
Gosh dang it, I'm stupid. I mean, Katie's gonna make a funny HD meme again. Thank you for making Flight Reacts. I appreciate you, sweetheart.
Katie, make it funnier this time.
Make it 40. Make it Carl.
Don't do
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So, this is Solid Snake, letting you know, turkey time
Is that funny? Is this funny?
This
No,
isn't
it's not.
funny. I just like doing the voice.
Then stop doing it.
Keep going.
This is Solid Snake, letting you know, stuffing turkeys, mashed potatoes, carne asada.
Carne asada is not really.
Carne asada.
Okay.
Alrighty. So,
Carne asada is not really a Thanksgiving.
we had fun with the last episode. Very fun. We went off topic. It was pretty much just Discord calls recorded. That's essentially what it was.
It's a new
Yeah.
podcast name.
I should just call that, but we're not
Don't
on
call it-
Discord.
don't
But
call it
like
that. It sucks.
that's really bad.
Do we introduce ourselves again?
Yeah, sure. Put in your inserts.
You have to start.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Enrique Garcia. You already know. 88.7 The Pulse, Psycho No Show. At Weeaboo Enrique on Twitter. Weeaboo Productions on YouTube. Weeaboo Enrique Twitch.tv. There we go.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn, Franco.
It's your turn.
Hi, my name's Franco. I don't. All my social medias are private because I don't want anyone knowing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Franco. Hey, it's me, Cortez. I'm depressed. Follow me on Twitter at Cortez is dead. Also do my own podcast called It Came From Beyond the Mic. I haven't done an episode in 2 weeks. Don't ask me why, but I'm gonna do one this week, so please don't make fun of me. Thank you.
This is Solid Snake, letting you know. Konami, we love you. Not really. All right. Turkey. Thanksgiving. I want to head straight into this topic. I love Thanksgiving.
Why?
Why?
Food, as you can see with my meaty side.
Is it just food?
Oh, it's the food.
I mean,
What-
yeah,
what-
that's like the point of it. So
I mean,
about
I
history?
I enjoy my time with
We
my
don't-
family, obviously.
We're American, Franco. We don't talk about that.
We're in America. This is President.
Prison?
This is
Yeah.
President somebody. We're here in America today to save the turkey named Buttercup.
Obama too.
wow.
Obama. This is
What are you doing, dude?
This is Solid Snake. Everyone protect the President Obama.
We really got off topic
Yeah.
fast.
Like in 2.5 seconds.
Okay, so you like Thanksgiving for the food?
I like it for the food and playing Smash Brothers with my family and watching movies.
That's cute.
It's very fun.
It's very cute.
I've never really had the traditional, like, everyone goes to said-so's house. I've always had it either at my house or my grandparents' house. So I've never experienced, like, going over to a family member's house and having everybody and their moms there. Literally.
Yeah, you have like smaller ones.
Yeah, just the fact because it's more, we prefer to have closer families. Literally just me.
Where does most of your family live then? They all live here? Or?
Most of them do.
Scattered.
Most of them do. The Hispanic side lives pretty much all here. I'm not sure where everyone else is. I think some of them are still back in Indiana where I was born, but I could be wrong. But like most of like my dad's side of the family is here, and then my grandparents, who Cortez have met,
They're very nice people.
very nice people. They live in Flagstaff up there, literally near Rose. That's why I always go.
They're legit. They're very funny people.
Very funny people.
They're cool.
So I've never really had that experience of just going to someone's, like, a family member's house and just
Shout
having
out
that.
grandma.
Probably my favorite food is probably mac and cheese. I enjoy that. Mac and cheese is pretty smack.
Is this in general or just for Thanksgiving?
Just for Thanksgiving.
Do you guys do the breadcrumbs on top for the mac and cheese?
We do not. We do make cornbread, though.
I didn't ask about cornbread, Enrique. I asked about the breadcrumbs on top of your mac and cheese. So, should Franco and I share our feelings about Thanksgiving now?
Yeah.
Franco, you go, because we do like an order.
Well, personally, I hate Thanksgiving. I've always hated Thanksgiving because my mom was the type to. She wasn't like, oh, let's go to like our grandparents or whatever house. We were the ones like, oh, come to our house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, it was just it was usually my mom's family.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't. They were really pretentious people. So like they're just they're gross. Let's just say that. And like I had no like all my cousins from that side are like really young. So like I had no one. It was just me, And of course, it's like the idea was like, oh, like you're the child, sit with the kids, or and we'll like
At the
have-
kids table.
Yeah, and then like and like it was just like it was me like I'm 12 and there's like a group of 5-year-olds. So I'm just like, okay, like why?
It's like, what do we relate on? It's like,
Yeah, like there was nothing.
guess like Vocaloid.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you like when you were 12?
I don't know what I liked when I was like.
I'm just
I just
guessing.
like Pokemon, but like
Oh.
everyone did. So
Everyone.
I only said
still-
Vocaloid because like I knew people like that in middle school. They like
Mhm.
anime type.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't like that? Yeah, but it was just like and plus it was just loud, and I just never liked that. It was just like
It's
it's just overwhelming. Yeah.
Was there music?
I don't think there was no.
Yeah, my Thanksgiving we played Death Grips really loud.
Oh God, what are we, Tito?
Oh.
Well, don't make fun of Death
You just
Grips.
tainted the podcast.
I
We
did.
gotta, we
Yeah.
gotta scrap the
Yeah.
We
episode.
guys, goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue, Franco.
No, it's not really interesting. It's just like and like I never really and like food was never really good. Not that my mom can't cook. It's just like I don't know. It just always felt like okay, like what's the point? Like it's just turkey and it's like I never liked stuffing. That's disgusting. And like we said about mac and cheese before, that's disgusting also. And like I was just like okay, like it's just like dinner. Like okay, like it's
You have
just,
a
like,
point.
Okay, it's turkey and like it's really all I eat. And then like since we moved to Arizona 4 years ago, well for high school and for community college currently, I have no family here, so Thanksgivings have been a blessing, if you will, because like I have no family here, so like I don't have like pretentious babies and like overly self-loving Italians.
Mamma mia. Dude.
Yeah, and then like just talking and screaming, and it's just me sitting on the kid table, like just
You
talking.
should probably
like-
explain that you're from New York.
Yeah, I'm from New York. That's it. And then
Want a medal?
no, it's just like I just don't like. Not that I don't like Italians. I don't want to say that. I hate self-loving
What are
Italians.
you saying, Franco?
What?
About
This is so
Italians.
I just really hate self-loving Italians. I grew up with those people too in school, and they're really like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's really disgusting people, and they're not fun to be around. That's really it.
I don't date Italians because I don't think they exist.
I love
Valid.
the white women.
Stop.
No.
Should I share my thoughts on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, go for it.
Mine's done.
So I've never really hosted Thanksgiving. I guess my family kind of did this year, but I'll explain that. I just think Thanksgiving is overwhelming. It's like sensory overload.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I know they're like my family when I go see them. Because my family, what we normally do is we pack our asses up and we go to California to see my great-grandmother. And we hang out with her. And then, everyone will come to her house for Thanksgiving dinner because that woman can cook. Goddamn.
Yeah.
So normally we do that. But I find that very overwhelming because it's like everyone. And it's like, I know they're my family, but it's like still daunting as hell.
Yeah, and plus
So it's
like I don't really care about my family. No, they just like most of the time I feel like they don't care about me. So it's just like me there. It's just like okay, like I don't know.
We're Mexican, so we love each other a fair bit.
Like, they don't even call me.
Sorry,
anymore.
Italians.
Like
But
most of mainly my mother's side, they haven't like called me for Thanksgiving. They didn't do this year or like my birthday for like 3 years now.
I get texts, but like everyone uses Facebook. I don't, so I don't talk to a lot of them.
They have
I talk to most of the younger like cousins because that is what makes sense, and they're really cool people, and they live in San Diego.
Nice.
But yeah, no, Thanksgiving is like I don't know, it's full of people, and it's like I don't mean to be ungrateful because like I'm sure there's some people's like, damn, you guys should be lucky that your family like hangs out with you.
And
It's
you have
like,
a
it's like
family.
I don't know. It only feels so like skin deep because Thanksgiving is like an excuse to get together, so it's like kind of weak.
Mhm.
This year, however, my family did not go to California because there would have been like a flood on the road that we would have used. I was like sick, nice. So we got to stay home and make our own Thanksgiving. So it was just me, my mother, my sister, my stepdad, and then my sister's friend. And it was very nice. It was just a very small Thanksgiving. It was sick.
That's very sweet.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Very sweet. So from what I got from most of these is that it's just the overwhelming amount of people in this space, and just the smell of food is weird.
It's also people that will judge you because they're family. So there's
That-
like
that makes
That makes
expectations.
sense. Yeah.
It's a little annoying.
The
Um,
classic. Do you have a girlfriend yet? Especially to me.
Look who came out of their cave.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of understand that because, like, we may not do, like, big Thanksgivings, but, like, I have been to, like, big family parties, and I
Yeah.
absolutely hate those. Like, most of my family I'm not too fond of. I literally only like probably two of my aunts, and that's pretty much about it. But I hate the idea of just being crammed in this small space. And I hate the questions. The questions are always the worst thing. What are you doing? What's your life like? I hate being questioned.
That shit sucks.
It's like the relationship one, like the girlfriend talk. I hated that one, especially for me.
Frank, are you like women yet, or?
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like they don't listen. They still think. So it's just like that. It's just like ooh, like.
I also just hate like a lot of my family doesn't get over drama. Like it's like things from like 10 years ago will still be brought up, and it's just like
there would have been drama if I went for this Thanksgiving, so I'm glad that we avoided that.
Yeah, it's just I hate that like it's not coming together and being happy. It's just bringing up stuff that happened 10 years ago.
It's coming together because it's a special day, but like
nobody
wants to actually put things aside.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Like
Thanksgiving's like the fakest holiday.
Yeah. I can kind of agree. Like, I enjoy my Thanksgivings with my family, but like for most people, like how you guys described it, it does sound very fake. It's just coming together. It's just a negativity house.
And I guess Christmas can kind of be like that, but Christmas is a little bit more personal usually.
Yeah, especially because like you open it with your family usually, then you go out, but like that's just up to if you do that.
That being said, I love Christmas.
I love Christmas as well.
I love the Christmas vibe. Like, December's the best month, prove me wrong.
It is. I love it because my mom goes crazy with the house.
Your family's, like, already got some nice decorations.
Yeah. It's like, we put more.
Your fireplace and your mantle's looking nice.
Spicy. To my mom who's listening, good job. Very good job. I love it.
Chantel, you're killing it.
We stand.
We love it. This is Solid Snake saying, I don't know what to say.
And your tablecloth is looking really clean.
It is.
Are you laughing? It's so funny.
Nothing.
This is a really nice table spread.
It's a nice table. It's a nice table.
I like what you did with the bookshelf.
The bookshelf is very nice. I love it.
Should we just give out your address on the podcast and then everyone can come see your mom's?
3-8. No, I'm not gonna say the rest. But
I can't confirm or deny if that's actually the first numbers of your.
The letters.
All right, make fun of me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. We love.
Yeah, I love it. But that's why like I've always like held my own kind of like parties with like friends and stuff because like
that stuff's fun.
I enjoy having people over that I like.
There better be Sprite cranberry at the Christmas party
if it's restocked.
Don't be like.
Wait, can you bring like ginger ale?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I don't know what's a good Christmas drink, soda, whatever. I don't know.
Ginger ale. I don't know.
Dude, I like ginger ale.
Orange
you can't knock
Fanta.
ginger ale.
Never
I
had
said
it.
orange Fanta.
I never had them. So
You've never had ginger ale?
Never had ginger.
Have you never been sick before?
Well, I just never had it.
Never had 7-Up, Sprite, like those kind of like.
Wait, you've never had lemon lime bubbly sodas?
No, I've had like I drink water and
What
milk.
the
and
hell,
coffee.
dude?
I hate soda. It's just a horrible feeling.
But like lemon lime sodas are light.
They're
I can
so
understand
good.
a dark soda, but
Yeah, the Pepsi root beer.
7-Up
Cola.
is like the best lemon lime soda.
7-Up is so good.
It's so good. I'm glad we can agree.
I
on
would
that.
say a second best would probably be Sierra Mist, but like 7-Up is.
I'd say Sprite comes second. I'd say Sierra Mist is third.
You know, I understand why you say that. I feel like Sierra Mist and Sprite can be like it's back and forth.
They're
But,
pretty
like,
similar.
Yeah, it's just
I
feel
only
like,
ever have Sierra Mist at Costco.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't drink Pepsi really, unless
I
it's cherry.
I
like cherry.
love Pepsi. I will consume it like no tomorrow. Pepsi Man is my best friend. Pepsi
Dun,
Man.
dun, dun, Everyone's gonna like listening to that.
Yeah.
No, I don't really like Pepsi. I'm a Coke guy, but like cherry Pepsi, I like that. I'll bend over backwards for cherry Pepsi. I don't know what it is, but probably the cherry flavor.
I do like cherry Coke because like as you know where I work, which I'm not gonna.
I like
disclose.
vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke is good, but where I work, there's an Auntie Anne's right there, and that's like that's the sodas I usually get, or Sprite. Vanilla Coke is so good.
You ever have the orange vanilla Coke?
I have not had that. Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's
pretty damn
the only
good.
place I know where to get that is like, was it Five Guys? Because they have the one soda machine that.
Bro,
gives
just
you-
go to like a gas station. They have them there.
That's true. I could do that. I kind of want a vanilla Coke.
Do you want to stop after we're done recording? You want to stop at a Circle K?
We should. We'll definitely do that. We should get a soda. This is Solid Snake. I actually do like vanilla Pepsi as well, but like Coke vanilla is pretty
Does
good.
vanilla Pepsi exist?
Yeah.
All right. You ever have cherry Dr. Pepper?
Oh my gosh.
On my mama, that shit's good.
That is so
That's
good.
so
This
good.
is Solid Snake letting you know sodas are great.
I feel bad. We're like alienating the hell out of Franco right now.
We are.
It's just like.
What's your
Sorry,
favorite
man.
kind of water, Franco?
You like Fiji?
I like Fiji.
Fiji water's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I
Fiji
don't know.
water. I'm a Costco dude. You know Kirkland.
Oh, you get like the bulk water bottles?
Kirkland gang, stand up.
My family, we have the water gallon jug thing, so.
I used to have one of those, like one of the gallon thingies. You just put a cup on it, and that's it. Out of the pin fell out of the shirt.
Yeah, it's all way out.
Steve.
Well, look at you.
I'm doing my
I'm so proud of you.
It's community service right there.
Wow.
Community service to East Valley Communication.
Yep, you're welcome. You've it.
You're welcome.
Can I work here now?
You know what? I would like to work here, but I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't wanna work here.
I do, but I
The
don't.
people here are weird. Like the vibes are off. Like,
The people can be weird, but we're not gonna name drop them. I only name drop one person because
Who
that
doesn't?
person annoys me.
Titus. His name's not Titus.
His name.
Say it.
Bitch. T to the toe. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about him, but
Toe.
yeah, toe.
Anyway.
Anyway.
What are we even talking about anymore? We
We went from Thanksgiving. We talked about how we personally all don't like the idea of being big groups of people because it's just a very overwhelming, especially with the
sensory
questions.
overload. Somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I just don't like the idea of like big parties, whether it be people my age. That's why I host my own with a small select people. Like it's a VIP list. Like to get in my facility, it's a list. Facility.
Franco, we're on that list.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I know.
I feel blessed right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't like a lot of people. You guys know this. My parents know this.
Echelon.
I mean, I don't like people.
I don't like people. Like I don't like people at my house. That bothers me.
I actually like human connection, but it varies. Because like a bad interaction with a person leaves an awful taste in your mouth. But I think it's hard to swear off all people personally. But I love my friends. I value friends. What do you do? Why are you looking?
I enjoy my friends.
Why you take the glasses off?
Because I just want to take them off because
Okay.
I wanted to see a bit more clearly. I enjoy the people who I love, but I wish this is something I do want to try next year. For real. As you know, I'm very judgmental. I have a very bad thing with people like,
Bro, you hate white people.
Yeah. I mean, like.
I don't.
Should I not have said that on the podcast?
No, I don't hate white people. Why would I do that?
Because you despise white people.
I don't despise them.
Guys, I'm kidding. Guys,
You
please,
just have some-
guys,
It's
I'm
just
making a joke.
It's
Please,
just a
guys.
joke. It's just a joke. Everyone, please
It's a
calm
prank.
down.
It's a
That being said, there are no white people in the studio right now, and there's a reason for that.
Yes.
Guys, that was another joke.
Yeah. It's a joke. This is all a joke. No one.
Our editor's white, please.
Please, literally, I'm gonna marry Katie someday, and she's white. Why would I marry someone I hate? Like, for goodness sake.
Tax benefit.
Yeah.
Benefits.
That was a joke, dude. Come on.
We're just all joking.
We're goofing. We're
Whoever
gapping.
sees
Please
this like
don't sue
million
us.
years later, be like, oh my gosh,
We're gonna get canceled.
we're gonna get canceled. Like, what did we do? Cheat on our significant others? We didn't do that. We just said white people. We're not pro Jared. Pro Jared. Now since we're on the topic of him, I do want to say something about Pro Jared. Why would you cheat?
We said his name once, and now we're on the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think about that sometimes. I tell
Dude
Katie,
look like a bird.
He looks like a bird.
Dude look like Pearl from
He looks like
Steven
the owl
Universe.
dude from Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Remember that? He's like, "Leg, you should head towards Hyrule Castle." The owl dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand why would you cheat on your wife. Your wife cosplays as Nintendo characters. You're a Nintendo nerd. You're the one that wants Geno and Paper Mario for
Sometimes you
Smash.
take things for granted. Sometimes you abuse your powers. Sometimes you're ugly like Pro Jared.
I hate. You all saw that shirt. He was like, "I beat cancel culture," right?
That company,
Oh.
the company that made that shirt is owned by the woman that he cheated with.
I mean, of course. I mean,
Her name's Holly, by the way. Thank you, Commander Holly. You. Oh, I'm sorry. She's mentally ill.
she is.
No, that was.
Oh.
It's like a tweet. It's like a tweet during that whole like fiasco.
Oh,
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
she made a tweet responding to someone that said, "I'm sorry, I'm mentally ill," and
That
it's
is-
become like a meme. It's funny.
The person he cheated on was not very attractive. I'm gonna be honest. He cheated on with Angelica with glasses. Like, why?
Angelica from Rugrats.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's supposed to be funny. Funny HD. I just think the whole situation was just stupid. Like, why would you cheat on your wife? She dresses
wait.
up as Nintendo.
I just want to say
characters.
it's funny that you say funny HD, but our video that was put out
was in 360p.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just
but
audio.
it's so
It's
funny.
so funny.
It's still funny though.
It's still funny. When Katie sent it to me, I have no idea why it exported in through YouTube through 360p. I'm just gonna give her my login information so she can do it in whatever full HD. But
Funny
yeah,
SD.
Pro Jared, you're a very mean man, and I don't.
You're a mean one, Pro
Jared.
Jared. You're a bird like fuck.
No, Pro Jared just
That's all I
I
got.
just he's not a very good man. I actually used to watch a lot of his videos like back when I was like in middle school. Like
Me too. Like
Like-
the highlight video.
yes, I remember watching his entire Dragon Ball series. He did a series of every single Dragon Ball game because as you know I like Goku.
We get it.
Yeah, we
You're
know.
Weeaboo, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
It's Weeaboo Productions
Productions.
podcast.
I think the last video I ever watched of him like to the end, was his Xenoverse 2
This is
review.
apology video.
That's true. I did watch that. Like the last video before this whole thing was 2016 was his Xenoverse 2 review.
There's like so many people that I like subscribe to like in the moment, but I don't watch them anymore. So I've been like slowly clearing out my subscriptions as like I see a video, I'm like, oh, I don't watch you anymore.
All the normal Boots guys, like I don't watch them anymore.
That's what kind of fell apart.
Yeah, they fell apart.
I've definitely been unsubscribing from every single League of Legends YouTuber I followed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not racist anymore. Shout out to Riot Games though. They're paying like a $10 million fund, although the women employees that got discriminated against. That's what happens, Riot. That's what happens. Thank you, Tencent. By the way, Tencent's the bad Chinese video game company, so you know. If you're gonna boycott Blizzard, boycott Riot too, you weak cowards.
I mean, we're talking about China now. The Nintendo Switch is coming to China. I mean, that's great.
Support Hong Kong anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't come to.
Well, because like video game stuff, as far as Nintendo in China goes, is different. Because I'm sure you know, but like, doesn't like another company operate in China like on behalf of Nintendo, kind of?
So, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I forgot. It's like I'll have to look up what the name is, but
I don't remember the name, but
it starts with a T, I think, something like that. But they just sort of like, hey, the Nintendo Switch finally coming. You get a free copy of New Super Mario Brothers U with it.
That's cool.
They only announced that the 6.5/7.5 hour battery life Switch is coming. They haven't announced that the Switch Lite is coming yet, but I would assume probably the next couple months they would.
After the patents process, baby.
Yeah,
or licensing.
Because personally, I love the Switch Lite. It's my favorite, and I miss you, Switch Lite. I hope you're in California.
Oh wait,
fixed.
yeah,
Explain.
I forgot. Yeah, explain.
So my trigger button, my ZL button, as it's called. Zool. Mr. Weenie, this is the Zool button.
Zool.
The werewolf.
About that Switch though.
So the ZL button, ever since I got it, was loose, but it was never enough for me to like, okay. But progressively, as I've used it for the past 2 months, it's like wiggling out. Like I'm scared. Like the more I use it, it'll like fall out.
I have dreams where that happens with my teeth.
Yeah.
Dude, I have dreams where my teeth fall out, but like I've normalized it because it happens so much.
I've had dreams where I fall where I'm like falling through the sky and I feel myself like.
Actually, can I talk about a nightmare I had?
Yeah, go
the
for
other day? It's like a cool one, if that makes sense. Because like obviously it sucked and it was scary, but like I went out to the desert by myself to like do photography, but like I was taking pictures of like cacti and stuff like that. And then I got this feeling of being watched, and I was like, why do I? And I was like looking around my surroundings and stuff like that. I was like looking through like a Palo Verde tree or something, or not a Palo Verde, whatever. I was looking through trees. I was like, what's going on? And then like I look behind me, and it's you, Enrique. It's like you in a red shirt. You're like behind, not immediately behind me. You're like up on a hill behind me. And I was like, what? I was like, why is Enrique here? And I look around me. It's like more of our friends, like standing around, like on the outside of this valley or something, like looking down at me. And then like eventually I start trying to walk towards you, and then I start like levitating as if I was like abducted. Because I don't. It wasn't like actually. It was like a doppelganger, like alien version of you or something. And you like abducted me, and then I woke up. It was scary, dude.
That's terrifying.
It was surreal because it felt like real. It was like a real like desert. Like it felt believable. It was so weird. And I woke up. I was like, cool. I didn't get abducted, but I was. Like, it like stuck with me because it was very standout.
I think the weirdest dream I've ever had. I still remember it to this day. I was 6 years old. It was me and my grandfather. We were in this world that was like made out of clouds, and there was this giant washing machine, and there was a bunch of deers. So we put the deers in the washing machine. We'd watch them like go through around and like twirl around and go crazy in like the washing machine.
Pete is gonna have a word with you.
Yeah.
I remember I got scared because one of them came out cross-eyed and started walking in the walls.
Yeah, that'll happen.
They were never.
I think kids do that too, and you do that to them.
They were never the same. Like the deers were never the same. They would just walk.
Don't
in,
hide
like,
in dryers, kids.
I remember just feeling bad when I woke up.
We should have like a Sonic Says segment at the end of every episode.
We should. Franco, have you ever had a weird dream before?
I have one that I vividly remember. I don't have any reoccurring dreams, like you said, but one that I remember vividly. It makes no sense. One was I started off like I was in the my high school's computer lab.
Uh-oh.
But it was like a mixture of that, but also like a forest type, like a really. They have like a really like old like video game. But it's just like a black, like all the trees are black, and it's like the lighting's like purple.
Oh, it was like vector graphics.
Yeah. And then like it was like someone I didn't know, who I still don't know. It was just like some guy. It was just like I was testing out a VR game. Essentially, I was just collecting like just orbs, and like it was just dogs with red eyes coming after me. And then
that's weird.
And then it kind of just like 360s, and then I'm in this like sewer area, and I remember there's like here's a sewer, and there's like a level, and there's a bridge that's down, and I'm with these people that I don't know.
It's
And
like a
then
Left 4 Dead.
yeah,
type
it,
beat.
it was kind of like it was still like that video game type thing, but it was like a totally different like style.
World?
Yeah, and it was just like I remember they had jetpacks, and they went and took down the bridge, and then we went up to the bridge, and then it's like still that area, and then it was like a hide and seek type thing, and I remember it compiled of Ed and Eddie characters, and I was like yeah, and then what I did was I hid, and I hid
Wait,
in
so
the
were the Ed and Eddie characters looking for you?
they were all hiding from something.
okay.
I was hiding too.
Okay, that makes it.
And I remember
from
hiding
something.
in a pantry, like underneath, and I guess like what happened was like I stayed there for years,
That's terrifying.
and like I remember like
This-
seeing like not cryogenic, but like it kind of like you know like shit opens up and it's like
like the
it was kind of like that, but
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah.
it was like outside was frozen and like, it was like multiple like clones. I don't know who it was. It was just like some other character, but it's like I don't know. And it just kept walking into like the pantry, and then like it ends there, and then like another thing happens, like another 360. Now it's real life. I don't know where I am.
if you
I'm
die
walking.
in video games, you die for real.
I'm walking like this like California beach area, like kind of like Venice Beach kind of thing. And I'm walking with these people that I don't know. And I remember vividly, it's a woman with like dirty blonde hair with sunglasses, like aviator sunglasses, talking to me.
She hot.
I don't know.
Was she
Uh,
wearing sandals?
And like I was with another group of people,
Video
and I
game.
remember passing by a Swedish restaurant with like it had like the outside was like small, and it was like the Swedish flag like painted on it. And we were walking
That's
to the
cute.
beach, and like as we're walking to like the beach, this guy says hello to me. It's just like a bald guy with this empty baby stroller, and like what was
That's.
and he says like hey, and like he's like he talks.
Do you think this
he-
is how Hideo Kojima came up with Death Stranding?
Yeah.
like.
And then like as he's walking, like he says hello to me. She's just like, don't worry about him. And then I remember near the beach there was a police station on the beach.
Ew.
And then like we walked to the beach and it ends. That's it.
That's so surreal.
I don't. Yeah.
I kind of love that last part. That part
Yeah.
really got me.
Yeah. I don't know why. I remember
That's
that so
so weird.
vividly. And then one my brother told me about. Another one was just like, I was with some king and he wanted pancakes.
Is this a nightmare?
No, it was just like I remember I told him about it. I don't remember. It's like because I was like, hey, you want syrup? And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, what's that? And I give it to him. He loves it. And then that's it. And he gets so happy with
You
me.
introduced the king to
yeah,
syrup.
and that's it.
That's
it.
funny.
And I was like, I don't remember that.
That's
He's like,
a
yeah,
good
he told me
dream.
about that.
That's a good one.
That's it.
The weird dream you have, I feel like that could be like a real game. Like
I was thinking, I was like, yo, should we turn this into a
should we
game?
turn this into a VR game? Like,
I have a nightmare. Well, I don't want to keep talking about dreams. I don't
The game's called Franco's Nightmare.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a nightmare. Like two of them weren't nightmares. One nightmare I remember, but I don't want to talk about it. 'Cause I'm just gonna ramble.
It's me. I came out the TV screen. I grabbed
Yeah.
you.
It wasn't even scary too.
Videodrome style.
Like it wasn't scary at all.
I think one of the weirdest dreams I had was recently, where it was like, I think it was like April. I remember I was choking myself in my dream, and I was like trying to wake up, and I could hear like crazy.
Wait, like in
noise.
your sleep, you were choking yourself? Or
Yes.
Okay.
It was weird.
I've never done something like that.
And no, I was like in my dream, I was choking myself, and I woke up with my hands on my neck. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Dude.
It was just some weird music, and I just remember waking up sweating. This happened.
Freddy's coming.
I remember not thinking much about it. I was like,
Dude,
all
that's
right.
wild.
I turned my light on and started playing games. I haven't thought about it since. It didn't even freak me out. I was like, okay, I'm up.
Damn.
Damn.
Did
I
I ever have a
just-
wet dream?
Cortez,
no,
you're stupid.
No comment.
No, Cortez.
I haven't.
I actually haven't.
You're like,
remember
oh, you're
it.
stupid. Anyway, let's
I
indulge the
I
question.
thought about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, no,
I haven't.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I don't
Who's
understand.
lying.
I've woke up with my hand on my pants once. Not that I was like jerking off in my sleep, but like I've woken up. I was like, why am I doing this?
Nice.
it's not.
I'm trying to think if
I'm
I've ever.
sorry.
I'm trying to think of anything weird I've ever like waken up. I think. No, it's just there's just a choking one. I wasn't even scared or freaked out. I just woke up.
You ever shit yourself in your sleep?
No, I think I did that when I was sick. When I was 6
See,
years
I've
old.
done that once when I was like young.
Yeah, I've actually.
I'm not even talking baby. Like I was like older, but I was. Like,
yeah, I
young
was like 6
still.
years old, and
It was weird.
I pooped my pants. and it was like wet and moist too. I remember the feeling of being like disgusted.
Okay, you didn't have to describe
Yeah,
that.
you don't describe it.
I
have
also
to
remember
do
back
that.
when I was scared of creepy pastas. I used to pee in a towel that was next to my room because I was too scared to go to the bathroom. Even though I was like,
Did we already talk about this?
What?
No, we talked about it on Discord.
Oh, we talked about it on Discord. Okay, because I remember I related to you on this. Not because I pissed in a towel, but I used to be like super scared of creepypastas. And when I
too.
saw the picture of Squidward's suicide for the first time,
Really?
I stayed up till 8 a.m. because I was too scared to go to bed.
The one that really freaked me out was SmileDog.jpg.
Smile Dog is okay.
Not
I'm
the
like
first image, like the one that the
red one?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
one
remember
fucking-
Smile Dog.
I saw that recently, and like
Really?
I'm not scared of it anymore.
Well,
I'm gonna look it up.
I think if I see the Jeff the Killer image, I think it will
I
still
used-
activate a fight or flight in
I
my head
used to be
because
afraid of that, and then,
that's
like,
the one
I
used to
realized, like,
scare the
But
fuck
like the
out
Smile
of me.
Dog, the red one, that really messed me up, and I was
That
like,
one's pretty creepy.
That one's,
No,
especially for a
Oh my
kid
gosh.
who's, like, in
right?
seventh
It's like a
grade.
meat dog.
Yeah, I
It's
don't-
weird.
It's disgusting.
Did you ever know what Pasta Monsters was?
No.
It was like a webcomic kind of thing. I think that someone put out on DeviantArt that was like the creepypasta characters, but it made them cuter, and that kind of desensitized me to it a little bit because I was like, oh, these characters are cute.
I love creepypastas, though, honestly. Even though like, now they're like,
I used to try to write them, and in retrospect, they kind of suck. But
I wrote one, and I don't know where it is, but like I have.
I tried to write a happy one where it was like there was a ghost inside the Pokemon game, but it was like his uncle telling him that he loved him.
That's so.
That's what I was thinking because I was like,
love
this is
that.
the twist because normally creepypastas are like sad and shit, but I was
Like,
like,
you
what
have
if I did
realistic
like
blood eyes.
I think the
and
one that
grins.
creeped me out was Sonic.exe.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that one terrified me.
That one was scary. But it
that
was,
one's like scary, but it's like now
Still.
it's like super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's hilarious. Sonic.
It's like
But what's like
it's like Sonic chased down Eggman and cut his.
No, that's
fucking
the
head
reason I
off.
peed in the towel. Was Sonic.exe and Ben Drowned. Ben Drowned was
Ben
weird to
Drowned
me.
was-
Ben
like-
Drowned is genius.
I thought it was okay.
I
don't-
was
didn't
never
like-
really scared of it. I mean, yeah, the
Yeah.
statue's creepy, but I think that one's genius because, y'all know the backstory, right?
Yeah, the cartridge thingy. or
Not
something.
like the literal story, but like the backstory was that was all fabricated.
Yeah.
Like the dude like made like the
Made the-
videos to be like.
I
that.
like the video
Yeah.
that were made for.
See, because that stuff's like genius because of the proof of it and like that the dude like ROM hacked his game probably or something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
ROM hacked it.
I think that's so cool.
I think creepy ROM hacks back in the day were weird because like when we were younger, we didn't understand that. Kind
It's
of
like
stuff.
the Pokemon Silver edition one, like the scary
Oh,
one, and there's like Pokemon Black edition.
Oh, yeah.
those
then,
were
like,
freaky.
and
to
then
me. I
people
remember
made the
that.
actual games of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the one PETA made? What was it? Pokemon Blue and Black.
I played that.
I still think that Suicide Mouse is creepy.
Suicide. Is that the one with? The
It's
Kinda,
the one with
yeah,
Mickey Mouse and
is
he's walking down
and
the
there's, like,
street
just
and he
this,
gets like more
audio.
and more like sad and.
I,
stuff
li-
like that.
I think it's okay. I mean like.
It
I just
doesn't
like
keep
the
me
audio.
up at night.
The audio, like I love the audio in it. I think that's what makes it.
I think
but, like,
creepypasta definitely fell off because I don't think there's as much like
I was never really also. Like,
effort.
also, side note, I never really thought Slenderman was that scary. I mean, it was scary, but like with the game.
I thought the game was scary. I never
yeah,
thought.
but like, but itself,
Well,
I was just like.
That's a lie. I'm not lying. Sorry. I do think Slenderman was
I
scary.
think
I'll
the
let you finish, though.
short films made from it, like the one, what was that? I forgot what the one was called. but
Marble
like,
Hornets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
I watched like a video series by Nightmind is the YouTube channel. If you guys care about creepypasta or whatever or like creepy ARG stuff, go check this guy out. He's really good. He covers a lot of them. He's I think one of his most popular series that kind of kicked off his channel was the Marble Hornets like analysis series that he did. It's quite a few videos. I think it's like more than 3 even, if I recall. But he goes over like all the Marble Hornets videos, and it's like really interesting.
I love ARGs, but I hate like modern ARGs. Or some of them are really good, but it's like most of them are like the same. It's just
All of
like,
them are like forced.
yeah, it's
like-
just like Morse
Yeah,
code and
definitely, I
creepy
see.
back. Like it's just like
Go to this location and
Yeah.
find this USB drive and
Saturated-
stick it
it's
up
just-
your ass.
and it's just
And
like-
there's a dead woman.
Yeah. There's
Do you
one.
believe in angels? This is a fallen
There's
angel.
one I
Like,
really like.
I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. It's like something in Japanese, but it's like it's really cool. And there's like a weird following. Like it was like I don't know how to describe it. It's just, if I find the video, I'll send
There's
it.
a lot of like.
I
creepy
think
shit.
the
That's one
weirdest
for
one
me.
that tops them all for me is probably Jeff the Killer. That was a
Really?
weird.
Really?
That was a weird
The
one.
story's like
The story.
when we were younger, the story was scary, but when you read it now, it's like bad fan
Yeah,
fiction.
it's really
I
bad
think
fan
it's just the
fiction.
picture. The story was
The
never.
picture, yeah, no, the picture
Picture made it.
still probably will scare
Yeah,
me.
like, if I saw that, I'd be like, I'm gone.
Picture's scary as fuck.
Yeah, the picture. I remember.
It's not even like a good picture
It's
when you
not,
think about
but
it.
it just
it's
it
still
brings
scary.
back those like.
His eyes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
eyes.
The eyes. Which is the one.
It makes your it ticks that thingy in your brain.
The fight or flight.
Yeah.
It's like it is like scary.
Yeah.
Like I think that's stuck with me over the years is definitely the Jeff the Killer image.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But like Sonic.exe and Ben Drown is hilariously funny to me now. Like
Now
I
it's funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I'm just like was I really terrified?
Because
Of
even
this?
like the videos or like the versions of Sonic EXE that people have recreated like have like cartoony ass like blood in it
yeah.
to like fit the Sonic graphics and it's kind of funny.
It's really
like,
funny.
It's like, what if there were the little creatures, but their head
Do you
was
remember like
ripped
that
off?
one? I don't know. Maybe this
It's
is
like
like something I
vagina.
made up in my mind, but it's just like the Jeff the Killer, but it was like his sister or something. It was like a girl version, if you
Jen
will.
the Killer or something like that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I knew a person who had like an OC named Jen the Killer.
I think it was like something like.
And I had a
unless
crush on them because I was
made
like
up that.
13.
Yeah, I remember that was a thing. That was kind of. A thing.
Do you guys remember the it was called Mario or something like that?
Oh yeah,
that
that
creepy with the face.
I hated
I gotta look that one
That
up.
one,
I hated that.
That one,
That one, no.
that one's kind of good
That
in like
was
a
pretty-
terrible, terrible
I
way.
hated that.
I think one that sucks is the Godzilla one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, it sucks.
It's like it's infamous, but I think it's too convoluted to be good in my eyes. Like I get why people would like it, but I think it's just too out there.
I still like to like listen to creepypastas, like just like reading things, but like
I've kind of
most of them are
stayed
just
away from them.
I kind of listen to it when I'm like really bored.
I think SCPs are fascinating
I
because
love
they're like
SCPs.
horror OCs.
They are, but it's like it's fun though. Like, they have like fun with it.
I think some of like the most horror I get to now is like Mr. Nightmare videos, but like some
Well,
of
that's
them
that's
can
so
be-
yeah,
creepypastas
creepypasta.
kind of.
Yeah. What was I think one of the creepy ones I watched was the we watched it together. I think Cortez. Did we watch it? No.
Was it the video or not the video?
It was like the
Was it the one that Riley showed us? With
yeah
the Twitter
like the no. It was one where people put cameras in front of their houses.
in front. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not even a creepypasta. That's just real shit.
Yeah, like I think what scares me now is real stuff. Like
it's like the Ring doorbells. It's like they show footage of people trying to break
Oh
in. And
no.
shit. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
yeah, I think like I don't get like stuff like creepypasta and stuff doesn't freak me out anymore. It's like the real situations
Mm.
are like
Yeah.
weird to me.
I'm scared of shadow societies and like break-ins, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this got really weird. and
Yeah. I
dark.
like this
I think it's
conversation,
because
though.
like there's no light in this room.
Yeah.
We're recording in a dark room, so.
Just
Our guest Jeff the Killer on the podcast.
Hey
Um,
y'all, me
I like
Jeff.
this. Sounds like that.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say because I mean, if we're I don't know the conversation or this segment's probably coming to a close, but I just want to get this out. I do like creepypasta though because I think it from a young age inspired my the way that I like to write. I don't know because I like to write a good bit kind of, so I think that inspired that. And also I now I like horror a lot, but I used to be like deathly afraid of it and not
Yeah,
want to see
same.
horror movies. I was too scared to play fucking House of the Dead at the arcades like back in the day.
I was too afraid to play Call of Duty Zombies.
Okay, I
Call-
loved Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
What was it? Did
That
you
was
ever
fun.
play? Do you know the game Rumble Fighter?
No.
No.
It is this 4-on-4 anime fighting game, and they had a zombies mode. I used to play it. Once the zombies
Really?
mode came out, I stopped. Like,
Really?
I couldn't do it.
It was scary.
Yeah, it was. I had to. Like, I'll find the image of what it looks like, but it
Yeah, I
was
want
just.
to see what it looks like.
Yeah, it was.
I actually loved Call of Duty Zombies. I still do. Because I started watching a guy recently. I started and stopped watching this zombies YouTuber, but I was like, damn, that looks fun. I want to play Call of Duty Zombies again.
Actually, Rumble Fighter's on Steam. Actually, I want to play that again.
On sale.
No, it's like free to play.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah.
That's even better. I'm
Um.
paying for it.
Yeah, I want to. We should try that one day. Let me see if I can
I
find
want to see the
video.
zombies mode. I want to know what you're talking about. That was so scary that you had to stop playing.
It's so cheesy looking at it now. Like you can't even see their faces like in these images. They look like this.
Oh, it's like goth kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just weird to me.
Katie, put an image of it on the screen.
Please.
I'm not gonna make her do that because then she'd have to like listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not. Don't. But you just look up Rumble Fighter Zombies. Like the game was like horrible. It was just you WASD and then attack was all
Lost it.
just spacebar.
How is WASD pronounced? Is it WASD, WASD, or WASD?
Last.
I say WASD.
Just say WASD.
Oh, I don't know. I say WASD to be an asshole. I could
I
easily
feel
say
like we're
WASD.
freaking Hero Brian. Hero Brian.
No.
Dude, he.
Okay, like Herobrine like is and isn't scary. Cause did you ever see the thing where it was like someone was live streaming and then they saw Herobrine and then the stream cuts out and it cut to an image of Steve's face, but like there were like real eyes.
I have no
In the
idea what
eyes?
you're
I've
talking
never
about.
seen
I
that.
I
wanna
saw
know
that
what
video and it
is.
scared the fuck out of me. That was like the scariest like Herobrine thing I've seen was the image of Steve's face with like real eyes.
If I
in it.
saw that when I was younger, I would.
No, it's pretty creepy.
Yeah. I never thought it was scary, but if I saw it as a kid, I'd probably like.
Let
cry.
me see if I can find this like real quick.
Yeah, find the image. I remember it being terrified because in patch notes of Minecraft they would joke about it being real.
Yeah, removed Herobrine
Yeah,
every.
right.
No, I think that's so cool though because it's like almost every patch they always put at the end removed Herobrine because it's like the implication that he keeps getting back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, by Brocraft. Okay, I found like a 23 second video. Oh, there's audio. Here, 1 second. Sorry. Let me full screen it. I'll turn off the audio so the
Yeah,
podcast doesn't have-
the mic doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Just the
Can you guys both see this from here?
Yes.
Yes.
I can see that.
So-
man, old version of
So he
Minecraft.
sees Herobrine, he freaks out.
Yeah.
Why is my fucking stop? And then
Mm-hmm.
What happens here? I've like. Doesn't the stream cut out? I'm sorry, podcast.
Okay, he
okay,
burns.
he just got killed by here.
Offline.
And then offline. It
Oh.
didn't show it. Let me. What was that?
Gino.
I'm just trying to guess what he was doing.
This is Gino.
I just want to find this so bad. The second one I clicked on.
I think what would be scary now is definitely Gino and Paper Mario being the final character in Smash.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
That's
like
pure terror. It's pure horror. Right there.
We're literally a week from the Game Awards from tomorrow.
Okay, now looking at this looks way different than I remember, but it was like this.
Yeah, I remember.
It's
I seen
like
that
the
image.
eyes.
Oh, that is weird.
Right? That's
It's-
that's kind of creepy, right?
seen
Like,
that image.
let me see that again. Let me get that closer.
Yeah.
Just looking at that is
And
weird.
it was like on the live stream it was animated, like the eyes were moving.
Oh, that
See,
would
like, that- it was creepy.
that would have terrified me.
That
I'd
would've
have been
been
done.
creepy.
I'd be
I
like,
would've
Mom.
I would have cried.
My group chat will not shut up.
No, that would have bothered me.
Yes.
Um,
Probably not as much as Malvo.
I remember it being in black and white, but I remember the eyes being black, but I remember the whole image being in black and white, but I guess the Steve face is in color.
yeah, it's weird how this episode went from turkey to creepy pasta.
Yeah, we're kind of going backwards because
Yeah.
we're
But,
talking about creepy stuff now.
I do want to end it because we are a week away from the Game Awards, which is our most anticipated event for December. We already got the
Do you
announced.
think Jeff the Killer's gonna get put in Smash?
Could you imagine? Jeff? I'm terrified for the thought of Gino joining the game. Seriously, like the thought of that bothers
They're
me.
not, but like people are still gonna get mad if it's like nothing.
White
but,
people
like,
want Gino so bad.
I don't know why. Like
Who
said-
cares?
yeah.
My RPG ended a million
Like,
years ago.
I
Put the bean characters from Superstar Saga in Smash. Like, shut up, everyone.
I'm scared a little bit of Caucasian Nintendo fans. no,
Caucasian.
seriously.
Remember when I said you hate white people earlier?
Yeah.
I don't hate white
I'm just
people.
You just
It's
hate
a joke.
Caucasians.
It's a joke, everybody. I think they scare
What's a
me.
cock Asian?
Like the amount. Like I think they bother me. I shouldn't say scare me. Just with the
they're
amount
all
of
generic. They're like the same.
Yeah, and I think it
Milk
bothers
toast
me with the
fucking-
amount like how much they complain about like a character being brown, especially with Nintendo and the
I never realized that there were no black characters in Smash.
yeah, except for Doc Lewis and Black Inkling and
that
Black
doesn't-
Villager.
Okay,
That
yeah, we have
doesn't really
alts,
count.
but like that doesn't count.
Yeah, and I think like the way people freaked out about the Nessa and what was the other thing? Just like I've
There recently, the discourse that I've seen on Twitter was Nessa. People did like the white Nessa mod,
I hate that.
which
I
is
hate
racist,
that.
by the
It's
way. If you do
racist.
that, and if you enjoy that, please go fuck yourself.
it's not a good thing. It's
Um,
very mean.
And then there was
Really?
there's an anime character that a black woman cosplayed as that I guess got hate. Which fuck you if you hated on her. She looked
yeah.
I know what you're
great.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I remember I showed my mom the Mexican style dresses that were announced for New Horizons, Animal Crossing, and she was like,
Oh, the ponchos.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
My mom thinks that they might be taken out because how people freaked out about Mario being in the stupid
Sombrero.
sombrero, and
We'll see.
Yeah.
I just like
I don't have a problem with it, but
I
It's
just
I don't
think
know, tell me,
Nintendo-
I mean, like, if they're like, it's just generic. It's just like those Indian Halloween costumes, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Essentially. It's just
The one thing I'm glad that Nintendo did take out for being kind of like, on the verge there was when in Smash when Game & Watch before the game came out, he had like the
Oh yeah.
feather thing.
yeah.
People defended that, which was weird.
Huh?
People defended that too when it was gonna be.
I wouldn't defend that.
Yeah, I
It's-
remember people were defending that.
It's not even a big deal.
It
No,
wasn't a
it's
big
like-
deal, but I could see why people freaked out. But it didn't.
When I
even,
say it wasn't a big deal, I mean it's not a big deal to remove it.
yeah, I could see why people were upset with it. But the first thing that when I saw it, racism never kicked in my head. I was like, I never thought like this is racist.
I saw it and I was like, guys, that's not really cool. So I'm glad they took it.
I'm happy they did take it out if it did offend people, because like it may not offended me, but if it did offend someone else, it would make them not enjoy the game as much.
Yeah, and I don't-
I 100% support them taking it out, but I didn't think about that from the first place. But looking back at it now, like I saw it recently, and I was like, okay,
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. I'm happy that Nintendo is incorporating more brown characters, but just like
It's pretty sick.
finally
We
with
need a
Fire.
brown pro tag and something.
Yeah. The closest thing we got to it was Claude in Fire Emblem.
It's not a pro tag. It's just his character.
He's
Though.
one of
That's
the-
like saying that we got close with Nessa. Like it's not.
I mean, but
It's
I mean,
just same difference.
yeah. I don't know. I hope we do. We get some sort of brown protagonist. It's just
I
most.
love a new Nintendo IP where we get some cool brown characters.
We should. This
When's
will
Nintendo
never
gonna make the Coco game?
the Coco game.
Guys, I'm sorry.
I've talked about this with Katie before, but Atlas will never do this. Persona 6 will never star a brown character.
Atlas pulls an Atlas.
Like, I don't know. Well, what would I've been thinking about Persona 6. Like, I remember like people were talking about like it's gonna be like since it's primary colors, like people are gonna do like
Green.
yeah, because it's technically a primary color.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be like disgusting. I think about it, I was like, what are they gonna do afterwards?
The vomit game.
Purple? No, we already had purple for Persona 1.
Well, it's like, oh, that's true.
I mean, was it technically purple, or was
I'm
it just kind of like...
colorblind.
It's. I mean, they just probably just picked a random color.
Yeah, because like we didn't start getting into like colors until 3.
Yeah, which when it mattered.
Hit me with
Yeah.
that Roy G. Biv. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So they're probably gonna do green or just like I don't know. I mean, what else
They already
what else
did
they'll
yellow
do?
for Persona 4, right?
I'm sorry.
They already did yellow for Persona 4.
Yeah, they already did that.
Yeah.
I think the most interesting about before Persona 5 was announced was a lot of like the fan art, like before anything was announced. Like the color scheme for that game was black and white in people's eyes. I don't know if you've ever looked at like Persona 5 fan music
I have
before
not.
the game was announced.
No.
People thought the game was gonna be black and white, and I'm just like,
No.
okay.
You know what I love is like when the starters for Pokemon get announced, but like if it was just the silhouette and people try and draw what the Pokemon looks
Oh,
like
I
to the
love
silhouette.
those.
Those are so funny.
Those are so funny.
You ever see the one for Oshawott where it's like a platypus with an acorn on its head?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Ah.
I love it.
But I do think that it would be cool to see a brown character be a protagonist. I feel like it finally just took forever just to get like
Are we
proper.
being too vague when we say brown? You think
Maybe not brown. A person of color, someone.
that works? I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I guess a minority would work. Anyone that isn't. I'm not saying we hate white people. I'm just saying we'd like to see something different.
I'm saying I hate wit now.
I just think it'd be someone who isn't Caucasian, whether it be Mexican.
Because it's like a
black.
thing in anime too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
They do like they're horrible with minorities
And like you don't. I've never really thought about it until like now, but yeah, it's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's just like boring, and there's also like representation matters.
Yeah. Like I remember, like I still felt like this a little bit. I felt weird dressing up as Joker 2 years ago, cause like he was like white. I mean a lighter skin tone, but like I don't know. I like having the idea of having more characters. Like I've grown to embrace brown Joker, but it's like it was weird at first.
Black Joker,
Joker.
let's get it.
Black Joker, but no,
Black
it was just weird
Clover.
at first. Like I don't know. It's just like I didn't want like people to like come up to me and say something, cause like people could be petty.
You mean racist?
Yeah.
petty, racist. Yeah.
That's why I took a picture with that Black Joker at the Comic-Con.
Yeah, I love that
Fan
photo.
Fest.
I
Yeah,
actually
'cause
saw him at GameStop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I recognized
because I
him.
took a picture with him because I was like, Enrique, look, you're not alone. I was like, you did check it.
I was so happy at that photo. But no, I want to
Yeah.
see like someone do it. Have like some character like I'm a protagonist be brown or any sort of color that isn't. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
But like I want to see someone who isn't like typical.
Is this white genocide?
No.
Forced diversity.
I just think we need more like
the fall of
diversity.
Western civilization.
I will say finally, like Nintendo had a weird history of like making characters who were brown like unattractive looking, like,
Yeah.
Do tell.
I especially there was 2 characters in Fire Emblem Awakening who were brown, but they were very like they looked like old and kind of raggedy. Like they made them look unattractive on purpose, or like for I think Doc Lewis is a great example. Him and his big lips and his overweight size.
Was he based off anything, or was he just that?
He was just that. It was just like Nintendo for a while only made unattractive. Like I don't think people who look that are unattractive, but it's like they purposely went out of their way to like make them look stand out. It's like drastically different from everyone else who was in like the cast in those games.
Mm.
Now I guess you could say Little Mac was technically because like he's like Mexican or something.
Is he?
I think
he's just a little white boy.
Yeah.
Is it? I
From
don't know.
the
I always
Bronx
see a
or
little
some
brown
shit.
of him. I always see.
Nah, I think he's like a little white boy from the Bronx. I think you're just thinking he's brown because your dad plays him.
That's probably why. Yeah.
That's not a joke.
That is not a.
Association,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull up a picture of him because he looks Mexican to me.
To me, he's like a little white boy from
Yeah,
the
I
Bronx.
thought he was white.
I'm gonna ask Google.
I own Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You want to see his
Is
color
Little
palette?
Mac Mexican?
It was like, hell no.
There's like the first thing a GameSpot thread. Is Little Mac supposed to be Mexican? Okay,
What kind
so
of Mexican's name is Mac?
Sure.
yeah, that's true. He's like everyone's like he's
Little
an
Mexican.
Italian. They say he's an Italian from the Bronx.
That's
He's
what I'm
white.
saying. He's
He's
a little white boy
white.
from the
Yeah.
Bronx. That's what I told you.
Okay.
That's what I felt like in my heart.
I mean, I look at him. I guess
Because he's like stereotypical, like kind of like Rocky-esque or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched like Rocky 3 and 4.
I've never seen any Rocky.
I hate.
Damn.
I've seen the Italian
I
Stallion.
hate the voice of who
Sylvester
Just
Stallone.
Yeah. I'm the Rocky Balboa. I'm not a Rocky Balboa.
What do you think you're doing?
Hey,
Lieutenant Dan.
It sounds like the voice we do, and I hate listening to.
It's funny. I don't have a problem with Sylvester Stallone.
It's fine.
I also don't really care about Sylvester.
Yeah, I don't care about him, but I hate when I hear his voice. I'm like, ugh. Anyway, Nintendo, you're never gonna hear this, and no one ever will hear this. Please add more brown people, and maybe Atlas make a Persona character brown or someone that isn't
I can't
white.
believe we just defeated racism.
Yeah,
We did.
guys.
The revolution
Will
not be televised.
Do we have to get like one of those in per episode? Is that the
Yeah.
Shirts.
the quote?
Yeah. I feel like we should get shirts with the Tom Nook
Yeah.
T-posing, just like the revolution will not be televised. The picture Rose made for
We
me
need a picture of you T-posing next to Tom Nook.
and saying the revolution will not be
I
televised.
think that'd be pretty
Like
sick.
our next guest, Tom Nook. Like those like.
I think the one thing I do want to end about say about brown people being in video games.
Wait, how
just-
much time do we have left in the podcast?
We have like 7 minutes. I want to say one last thing.
Okay.
I'm happy, but I'm like confused why it took Animal Crossing until 2015 until the release of Happy Home Designer. It took us that long to actually have a color option because like originally you had to go out of your way.
I mean, think about Pokemon.
That's Pokemon had it in 2013. That's true. I mean, that was
It
when a
took
lot
a
of
while,
character
though.
creation. So like it, yeah. But
Well, I get Animal Crossing.
it felt
is
like
a
it
bit
should
of
have
a
happened in
different
Animal
ballgame.
Crossing from the beginning.
I see you.
Like it always bothered me when I'd play when I was little. Like why couldn't I be
I
brown?
gotta be a bitch ass white boy.
I didn't like it. I know it made me feel like
I thought it was weird
weird.
for the longest time that you weren't an Animal 2 in Animal Crossing.
that was, did you ever see the gyroid glitch in the first game where your
gyroid
eyes?
face?
Do you remember that? That freaked
Was that a
me
glitch
out.
or a feature?
No, it's so what you have to do. I'll explain it
No,
right now.
I know. Well, explain to the audience, but I know.
So you need to have a second memory card with save data of Animal Crossing on it. So what you need to do is that when you're going to the town, unplug. You have to fully unplug it. For some reason, people tested it. Turning it off doesn't work, which I don't know why. But unplugging it and plugging it back in and putting your memory card back in, your face will look like a gyroid, and it's just this emptiness in your eyes, and no one knows the reason why.
That's why I think it's a feature. Because I thought, wasn't there also another way to do it where if you join someone's online game and then like take your game out, that will do that to you?
It was only in the original one though, and there was no online
I
features.
thought that was the way to do it. Okay, so I think I confused online with the memory card.
yeah.
town.
It's only in the original, the Nintendo GameCube one.
That's why I thought it was a feature.
Maybe you're thinking of the cat that you can draw faces on.
Nah.
What
No,
was the
I'm
cat?
definitely thinking of the gyro thing. But
Okay.
I think I just
The cat
mistook
thingy
them
was
as the-
weird, where you could draw her face. I forgot her name, but there was a cat that would visit your town, and you could draw on her face. You'd get weird people's drawings, like people would draw like creepy stuff on there.
Huh. I mean,
Um,
I've never played an Animal Crossing.
I mean, this will be your first one, Horizons.
I'm excited for
which
Horizons.
can't wait.
I'm asking
can't
for it for my
wait.
birthday.
I cannot wait
Even though it
to
comes
play
out after my
Horizons.
birthday, but we'll just pre-order. So.
I'm going probably to live stream that game. I might buy a digital copy and a physical copy, but
I'm gonna get a
won't.
physical and
Same.
then we can play it together.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably gonna have a big party for that, of course.
It'll be so
Like, we're gonna
it'll
play
be
that all
so
together.
Fun. With like up to 8 people. I'm getting excited thinking about it.
I don't know if you saw but the image, but they showed that they brought back the feature of you can have like 2 separate areas. So in Animal Crossing New Leaf, it was all just you stayed on one
Yeah.
area. Like, I don't know if you saw, but it was like the original in City Folk where there's 2 levels. There's like a bottom and a top of like, it's like a hill.
Nice.
They brought that back, so I'm hoping this means bigger worlds because
Hope so.
the problem with I feel like all Animal Crossing games that you get to a point where you want more.
Yeah.
You feel like there's a point they need to find a mix where it's enough but not too much where it's like an open world
That's
game.
what happened to New Leaf. I love New Leaf. I love New Leaf. I love Animal Crossing, but like after a while, it just kind of like it's just like once you get everything, it's kind of like okay, like whatever. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like a lot you get after a while.
I knew once they made that video in 2016 about, hey, we're updating the game for Amiibo, I was like, yeah, we're not getting another one for
Also, I do love the crafting system idea for New Horizons.
Minecraft. Yes,
really
I
like
think
that.
it's perfect. Anything else wanted to say? Anything?
I don't like Pocket Camp very much.
Ugh. This is sick.
I know there are
played it.
people who enjoy it, but I got bored of it
I
fast.
played it after a week, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
That's how it was about Mario Kart Tour. We played that for a week,
I
Cortez.
think I said this last time, but like that's how I am with the Nintendo mobile games. I'll download them and then I'll like play them a lot and then I'll just stop.
Like, remember me? Was it Miitomo?
Michael,
Yeah, Miitomo.
I think
Yeah.
Michael still has his subscription.
To what?
Mario Kart Tour, the $5 a month.
Oh my god,
Michael, no.
you're losing money.
This was a very interesting
Was
episode.
there something else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I like gyroids. Are they going to be in New Horizons?
Of course,
I was
they're
thinking
like
about
every game.
I always thought they looked kick ass. I like their funny little face, you know.
Did you play all the Animal Crossing, Franco?
No, I've only played New Leaf.
Really?
Yeah.
I,
but
um,
know about
I own all. I own all of them. I own.
Nice
flex.
flex. Yeah.
I
Do you own
own
the N64 disc drive one?
Actually, I need to get that one. That one's $18 on eBay. Thank you for
What?
reminding-
Whoa.
Yeah, the
That's-
cartridge.
I said the disc drive one. Was there a disc drive one?
No, there was-
I
there
don't
was-
think there was.
hold on,
Actually, I might
before-
be getting that wrong. There might have been one slated to be on disc drive or like an expansion, but I don't think
Animal
they ever did it because disc drive.
Forest 64. Because I've seen the cartridge for cheap.
Do it though. If that's $18, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, $23.
Yo,
eBay. I
dude,
need to-
just buy that now.
Yeah,
Buy it
let's
live.
do it right now.
Actually, no, $15. The original. The other one I'm looking at is an edited like box art of it. This is the original copy of it.
Nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's wild. Buy that now.
Yeah, just do it. Why not?
I probably will buy it. I get paid like Friday, so.
Are we like the Joe Rogan podcast? We just don't get high. Also, we're not.
And then,
chuds.
yeah.
Pretty much. There's a bunch of random people in here. Hello.
Why?
I'm sleepy.
Alrighty, we're gonna end this
Why?
because it's
Because Papa Enrique said so. That's.
we can go on like one more minute. This was a good episode. It was very weird,
It was weird. We
There's no like structure to it.
talked about We talked about Thanksgiving for like 2 seconds.
And then
Talked
we
about
went to, like-
creepypasta
and
We talked about
nightmares.
soda and then.
Oh yeah,
creepypasta.
soda, nightmares, creepypasta, ended racism,
Mhm.
Animal Crossing.
I like how these episodes go because it's strictly just whatever pops in our head, and it
Well, 'cause
just kind of just.
We
I
didn't talk
li-
about the persona.
I like.
Yeah, we talk about
podcasts like
Persona,
this.
Persona 6, Persona 6.
I like Shoot the Breeze podcast.
It's really fun. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this was good. I was your host, Enrique Garcia, with.
Frankly, the order is
And,
Enrique.
Yeah,
you, me.
I like doing the
you're
pause.
right
I like
there.
doing
Why
the
do you like
pause.
doing the pause?
I like doing. It's Franco. Yeah.
This was Cortez. Thank you for joining us.
We will catch you guys next week, and hopefully, my wonderful wife, the white woman, Katie, will be on with us. We'll have to pull another mic.
If you have a
won't we?
butthole, put it up to the speaker now. Let me.
Probably. Yeah, thank you so much. This will be uploaded probably
That's
later
gross.
today. Thank you, Katie, for editing it. As you will, thank you for doing that.
Stand.
Katie, I liked when you made me Doom Guy. It was funny. Keep doing that.
I liked at the end where you faded out and you just saw like the person.
Franco's
with the bow.
face
Yeah.
for like a second.
Yeah, and it's the person with the bow. I love
It's
it.
funny.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for listening, for whoever does, and you have a great rest of your day.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.